Okay, so let me share my lunch with you. Grass, it's double the size, but let's just, for now, I'll show you the fatty piece. Look at the fat on this. It's grass-fed, free-range steak, beef steak. Look at the lovely mug. Oh, we're not going to see what it says, and it's going to be mirrored anyway. I'll have to flip it. Lovely mug of steak. And then mug of coffee, pure Arabica, with, in this case, I've stopped putting butter in my coffee because of the weight loss, still the weight gain, well, weight loss, because I'm down to 63. And there is pink Himalayan salt in there. And yeah, so that's my coffee, my lunch coffee. Okay, one of the things that I really just wanted to share that I noticed, I swam yesterday for the first time. So it is summer. The water's still cold in my memory brain. But what I discovered is my tolerance of cold is way better than when I was, because I was basically vegetarian. This theory gets me. I was only eating tuna fish, no eggs. If we ate out, I would have chicken salad, cheese, and salads, salad leaves, lettuce, various lettuce, cucumbers, gherkins, not gherkins, cucumbers, peppers, onions, but raw salads. I wasn't even eating veggies at that stage, so I didn't even get carbs from veggies. But I was cold. I stopped swimming because I stopped swimming, but then I was putting on weight. I thought, okay, I'll swim. Then I bought a wetsuit, and I managed to get into the water. But it was such a mission to get the wetsuit on because it's not easy to put a wetsuit on when you're all voluptuous. So, but even with a wetsuit, I was cold. It took me 4 days to warm up after swimming in the summer. Anyway, I swam yesterday. I was expecting to be cold. The water wasn't really cold, but I sort of had fear. So I'm still battling a bit with fear. Even though I'm on the carnivore, I'm battling with memory fear or anxiety. Let's rather call it anxiety. But after I swam a bit, and the swimming was easy. I got out. I lay in the sun. That was really nice. Sun tolerance, heat tolerance is up. Boop, really way up. Yeah, got out, got dressed. I was like, oh, I'm not cold. So I didn't swim last season. So I've been on carnivore for 2 years. So this will be my third summer. My third carnivore summer. So the last 2 carnivore summers I did not swim because it was just too cold. I was still cold. So interesting that it's taken this long for my body. Well, maybe if I swam last season, it might have shown me then already. But I had no desire to swim. But I swam yesterday. So my one talk about can going on carnivore warm you up or give you better control over your temperature? And yes. 100% resounding. I did some research. I made some notes, but I should have written them down as to what I was going to say specifically. But let me see if I can just read you a few of the. So the reason why one is not as cold. So I have to understand fat adaptation fully. I don't understand it fully. I just know that you've got to get fat adapted for your body to burn fat and not need carbohydrate energy. So I should be fully fat adapted because if I've cheated, I've not cheated with carbs. I won't even say cheat. By accident, we were at a restaurant and the chips were in my plate and I just started eating the chips. I was like, what? If eating chocolate is carbs, then I've eaten chocolate intermittently over the last, let's say, 6 months. If eating cream is getting carbs in your system, I've eaten cream. If cheese is there is carbs in cheese, I've eaten carbs. according to all my checks and researches, is I haven't taken myself out of ketosis with any of those cheats. But let's just say that. So my big question was, has my temperature tolerance to cold improved because of carnivore? Yes. So the previous way I was eating, there was no fat. There was no fat whatsoever. Even the tin tuna was with brine, not with oil. So there was no fat. Even artificial wrong seed oils, there was no fat in my diet. So no wonder I got so cold. And the cramps that were so really intense and everything, and my brain fog and all of that. So I understand the fat is necessary in your diet for... now I've lost my train of thought. This is why I just ramble and on, because my brain just likes to ramble. Rambling Rose. Ramble on. No one knows. Okay. So the big thing is fat adaptation is the main topic, but temperature, cold tolerance is increased because of fat adaptation. I'm going to quickly read these things to you. Fat adaptation refers to the physiological shift that occurs when your body becomes efficient in using fat instead of carbohydrates. So go to my situation, I'm not doing carbohydrates. There might be carbs in the coffee beans, as its primary fuel source. So this transition takes place over several weeks to months, and I've been on it for like 36 months. My sum's 2.5 years plus 2 months. Close. Here's what happens at a cellular, mitochondrial, and systematic level during fat adaptation. Metabolic shift. Reduction in glycogen dependency. Increase in fat oxidation. It says after adaptation, the body becomes more proficient at using stored fat and dietary fat as a primary energy source. There's mitochondrial changes, which is really, because that's your energy source. Let me see. It's the powerhouse of cells. Mitochondria is a powerhouse of cells. By enhancing their ability to metabolize fat and generate energy efficiently. So it has increased mitochondrial biogenesis. The body produces more mitochondria to meet the increased demand for fat metabolism. More mitochondria means better energy production from fats. Enhanced beta oxidation pathways. Okay, let's just continue. Mitochondria become more efficient at breaking down fatty acids through the process called beta oxidation. This pathway generates acetyl-CoA, which enters the citric acid cycle, Krebs cycle, to produce ATP, energy. So yeah, improved mitochondrial efficiency. Fat adaptation may increase, mitochondrial efficiency, meaning fewer free radicals are produced for the same amount of energy generated, reducing oxidative stress. Ketone utilization. In ketosis, the liver, so it's got to be healthy, the liver converts fatty acids into ketones. Like beta hydroxybutyrate, which are readily absorbed and used by the brain and muscles as a clean energy source. So as I'm reading these fancy words, I'm thinking of Dr. Andrew Huberman, because he just rattles these words off. So I don't fully grasp this information that I've just read to you in my knower. So I know it works. I know it works. being carnivore, but I don't fully grasp the words into my knower and into my brain to be able to speak it out. The other thing that happened that I also was quite surprised is my pain threshold has definitely improved. My fall-off that I had, my 2 fall-offs that I had, I got hurt, got bad bruises, but I had no real pain. It's like, that's interesting. I used to get so painfully sore when I hurt. Yesterday, Friday, a horse stood on my foot. The bruise is intense. The instant that it happened, normally I'd scream very loud, but I didn't. I just went, ah, like, and then I didn't look at my foot. I only looked at my foot when I got home to check it out. And yes, the bruise was intense, but there was no pain. So that's when I started saying, oh, wait a minute, doesn't carnivore increase your pain threshold? Yes, it does. I don't know the full details, but the ketones and the mitochondria and the energy source, the pure energy, all of that helps your body recover. So I didn't do, actually, let me quickly ask about that. So I use various ChatGPT, and then you got to be careful because it'll just give you it'll give you answers. So you then have to actually go and ask Google, and you have to ask Meta AI and understand it. So it's kind of cool that I'm learning to understand the background of being carnivore. But yeah, so I'm quite thrilled with my carnivore journey thus far. I did start carnivore to lose weight. And that was the only reason why I went carnivore, which I lost the 25 kgs. We know we're jumping around at the bottom there. In the first 9 months, I can't remember exactly, but let's say within the first year, I'd lost my 25 kgs. My body started healing. I haven't actually lost any weight for the last 20 months, a year and a half plus 2. So I don't know how many months that is. A year is 12, half is 6, so it's 18 plus 2 is 20 months. I haven't lost anything. I've actually had that slight gain. So I am concerned that maybe what I'm eating is causing it, but it can't be, because I eat grass-fed steak mostly. Then I eat butcher-bought vorse, speck vorse, so it's got a big chunk of fat in it. I don't think it is pork fat. I think it might be beef fat, or it might be pork fat, but it doesn't matter. So that's what I eat as well. And then I eat short rib with big chunks of fat on. That's not free range. And then occasionally I'll have the cheaper steak cuts, because the grass-fed steak is quite expensive. Then I'll buy the cheaper cuts. Very, very occasionally I'll do mincemeat because of the price, but I actually don't like it. And then I do butter and cream. I'll buy cream once a month, and when it's finished, not once a month, let's say once a month. And then I'll eat the cream in my coffee, or just like that, just scoop it, yum, yum. And then I eat butter. I do eat more butter probably than I should, because I really struggle sometimes for that snacky feeling, want to eat something. Then I do eat the butter out the fridge. And then I eat cold rendered fat out of the fridge. So why I'm not losing weight, only I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to see if I'm putting myself out of ketosis with what I do. I skip. I haven't cycled for a while now, but I skip and I sprint and I ride horses and I walk a lot. So why am I not losing this last bit of kilograms, Question mark. I don't know. I'm just trusting the process. If it's going to take another year to get there, then it'll take me another year. But I'm not changing the way I eat for nothing. I would prefer to not do coffee. However, I am not pushing myself because I don't want to scare myself into giving up too much stuff. I wanted to... Oh, wait! I'll do another video because this is amazing. This is amazing. Okay. I said I was going to quickly check out about pain threshold. Okay, so I asked Meta AI. And they said potentially can improve pain tolerance due to several mechanisms. Reduced inflammation, increased omega-3 fatty acids found in animal fat. These reduce inflammation and promote healing. Vitamin mineral optimization, essential nutrients like vitamin D, magnesium, potassium support nerve function. Ketosis, increased ketone production, can reduce inflammation and improve pain tolerance. Hormonal, so I say you got to double check this. Hormonal regulation, carnivore diet may balance cortisol, insulin, and other hormones influencing pain perception. Hormone regulation. Carnivore diet may balance cortisol, insulin, and other hormones influencing pain perception. Interesting. Okay, so there's a lot of anecdotal reports that there's reduced of chronic pain for carnivores. Oh, well, I know this because I no longer have backache. I no longer have a lot of aches and pains. Oh, okay. I know this. Now, maybe it's not, the thing is it's pain threshold, or I no longer have pain. Why would I not have pain on my bruises? I understood that the backache was from muscle strain. That's why I had chronic backache. Okay. The big thing is just go carnivore. It's as simple as that. But it's nice to find out something that it's nice to understand what I'm understanding now. That the pain threshold has increased as well as my tolerance for cold has increased. Okay, I'm going to quickly do another video about the mulberries.